They say offense wins games, but defense wins championships. It's a fitting description for Sergei Zubov, who did both during his remarkable career.
Zubov moving, nice move against Claudette. He shoots, he scores! Sergei Zubov with his first NHL goal.
Drafted by the New York Rangers, 85th overall in the 1990 NHL entry draft, Zubov made his NHL debut in 1992. But it was his second season that perhaps best exemplifies his career. Playing alongside future Hall of Famers Mark Messier and Brian Leetch, it was Zubov that led the team in regular season scoring with 89 points. He was a force with the man advantage, with 40 assists on the power play. He pitched in 19 points in the postseason as the Rangers snapped a 54-year curse by winning the Stanley Cup.
The Rangers win the cup! The curse is over!
Zubov became one of the first 4 Russian-born and trained players to have their names engraved on the most famous trophy in sport. Zubov would be traded to Pittsburgh in 1995. Despite playing only 1 season with the Pens, Jaromir Jagr saw enough of the Russian skill to call him the best defenseman he ever played with. In 1996, Sergei was dealt to Dallas, where he would spend the next 12 seasons. He quickly became a cornerstone of the Stars franchise.
To the line, shot, score!
Zubov played 839 games in the Lone Star State. The team made the postseason 10 of his 12 seasons, winning it all in 1999. He is the Stars' all-time leader in virtually every offensive category for defensemen. Zubov is widely regarded as the best defenseman in franchise history.
Zubov shot and score!
Zubov was a member of the unified team at the 1992 Winter Olympic Games and earned Olympic gold in that tournament. He also won World Junior gold in 1989. Sergei Zubov takes his rightful spot as an honored member of the Hockey Hall of Fame in the player category.
To present Sergei's Hall of Fame plaque from the 2009 Hall of Fame class, Brett Hull.
Sorry for my glasses. Oh boy. Well, thank you. I'm so honored and grateful to be here tonight. I want to thank all the selection committee for support, everyone at the Hall of Fame, and especially Kelly Massey for the help getting me here and my family. JD, Lenny, thanks for that 416 phone call. Congratulations to Jim, Jerry, Václav, Haley, and my teammate and old buddy Guy Carbonneau. I think I should start by saying, nice to meet you all in the media. I had a reputation not to talk too much before. Well, here's my chance. You know, Hitch and Holly talked enough all those years in Dallas anyway, for all of us. Like any other 3-year-old boy back in Moscow, I had my first skates brought by my parents. They were a few sizes up, but they fit me perfect for the next 5 years. I wish my father, Yuri, and my mother, Lyudmila, could be here tonight. My dad was a good soccer player, played for Torpedo Moscow, but an injury cut his career short. And my mom was just like any other hockey mom. I know they would be proud. The first 3 years of elementary school I spent with Alexander Karpovtsev. And he's the guy that I should credit for bringing me into hockey. We had long hours skating outside rink in our neighborhood. And one day he brought me to the real hockey club. It was a nice rink, but most importantly, it had a Zamboni machine. We fought pretty much every day, and we pushed each other to be better than the other. And I still think that he had a better slap shot. We couldn't possibly know that 17 years later, we will be the part of the Russian squad in New York to be first Russians to be engraved on the Stanley Cup. And I know he's watching tonight. I was so fortunate to be a part of legendary CSKA back in Soviet Union. I had my first coach, Boris Steinko, for 9 years before I made it to the big club. And when I made it, I was partnered with my idol, Slava Fetisov, for my first game. And I was looking at the backs of the KLM line. What else would a guy imagine for being 18 years old? In 1990, I was drafted by Neil Smith and his staff and New York Rangers. And a few years later, I landed up in the Big Apple. And I had a chance to start to play a big game. I had incredible teammates there. Camilo was like a big brother to me, off the ice and cleaning up all my mistakes on it. Mass showed me what it meant to be a leader and a man. Lychee taught me a few tricks that I use in my career. And Iron Mike Keenan kept us all on task. You always remember the first one. In Pittsburgh, I played with some of the best hockey players that ever played the game. And I learned a lot of good lessons. In '96, I was dealt to Dallas. Really, Texas? Hockey? I mean, I've called my agent. I told him, look, call him up. I'm not going. Get me traded. But Bob Gainey, he did his homework, and he sent the most beautiful bouquet of flowers to my wife. And she said, maybe we should give it a try. And I've learned over the years that things always go better if I listen to my closest friend. Arena, you are my best friend. You've been next to me all this time. You've been my guide. I love you so much. And I know I should have listened to you more often. And family, as we know, everything in hockey, in life. In Dallas, we had a backing of Tom Hicks, our owner, who wouldn't say no. Bob Gainey, his finance, he guided very classy way. And I want to thank all Dallas Stars organization for the support and everything they've done for me and my family. It started with this young gentleman picking us up at the airport in the middle of the night and carrying my large hockey bag. And then he gave us a ride to the airport. Yeah, our bag carrier was Doug Armstrong. Thank you, Doug, for your help, for your support, and congratulations winning the Stanley Cup. There isn't enough time to acknowledge every one of my teammates and coaches and staff back in Dallas that I played with and I worked with. But to play with guys like Holly, Carbo, Newey, Mo, Hachi, Eddie, Turks, and my partner Sid, who stole quite a few points season after season from me. And having a coaches like Ken Hitchcock and Rick Wilson was a unique experience for myself and my family. I'm still in hockey because I love this game so much, and every time it brings me a lot of joy, even despite yesterday's performance. I had fun, I still do, but it's been possible only because I've been surrounded so many important people in my life and who continue to support me every step of the way. Thank you so much.